Waka waka.
Waka waka indeed. Hello, welcome back to Kurger Studios, Remnant, Lunar Archon. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's Christmas time, we're having a great time. We're not going to play next week. Anyway, now that I've caught us back up, it is Friday, the 1st of September, 417 post-schism at 7 p.m. The party is currently in a tavern, in an inn, if you will. And Jocelyn gave the recap last time, so I'm going to roll a d4 and see which of the rest of you scoundrels is going to do it. Maury! What happened last time?
Do I have to? I feel like I've done recaps like twice already.
Dang.
I
Jack,
gave Jack a
what happened last
recap
time?
earlier.
Yeah. So the party just left Doug for some weird reason, not sure why. Maybe they're sour. So they ventured out, and I forget the names. I want to say, I have a name in my head, but I know it's 100% not correct.
Give it anyway.
I want to say Abacus, but I know that's not it.
I can see it.
He's like the Count.
Yeah.
You're most of the way there.
But anyway, he communicates to people via water. So Thicket had this great idea, or somebody did, and Thicket, I guess, executed it by turning into an octopus. And the person counting on the old figure was not fooled by Thicket's presence, and basically just reached out and said, or I guess had shown Thicket a vision of 4 statues. Only one of the 4 was recognizable, which possibly has something to do with Gambit's lamp, but who knows? That's all I remember.
It was pretty good for not being there.
Yeah, for not having been there, you did pretty well. Thicket had 2 sets of visions. One jumping into the water at the Lake of Dissension, the place where Erebus comes to, well, before the schism, came to often interact with mortals. The times where he did. And got kind of a sense of, unfortunately, you do not belong to me. And kind of a sense that Erebus pities Thicket.
Rude.
I don't know if pity's the right word, but feels bad for.
Feels empathy.
Has empathy.
Yeah.
That's a good one. At the very least, sympathy. But, got the feeling that he wishes it weren't this way, but that you are not his. And Thicket spoke and asked for basically, doing a divination spell. Asked for the 4, not necessarily for 4, but asked where they could go next to search for more information about what's going on with him, effectively. Some direction. At which point you receive...
highlight. I wrote it in session highlights.
Yeah. Which sent... returned 4 statues into Thicket's vision. One of a bald dwarven man with a long beard holding a book and a dream catcher. A one-sided short sword that looks like their other keyblains. A barren landscape with dead trees and, send the point home, a bovine skull. And a lamp that looks identical to the one that Gambit has. The party talked about this a little bit, and then proceeded to go after that. I believe y'all made your way to do's.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
Y'all met and saw the couple who you'd met before, who you managed to avoid trying to give the name of on account of the fact that I don't know that any of you remember their names. But the couple that y'all saved from the hag curse. I don't know if y'all had left there yet, but it sounded like you were heading to the Greenboro Inn next.
Yeah.
Are you going to do anything in particular at the Greenboro Inn? Or just spend the night?
Sleepy time.
Yeah, they don't really care too much about performances. So
We already talked to the priest, right?
Yes,
Yes,
we did.
you did go and ask the priest who didn't have a ton of extra information for you, if I recall.
Nope.
He's a noob.
He doesn't know things.
No, he's a guy that runs a church off in a relatively secluded town. That's what the party like to do. You spend the night.
See,
Sleep.
Yep. Sleep. Travel.
Are you taking watches?
no, that's stealing. Why would we take watches? Oh.
It's
Okay.
ah.
I think we have an order, right? We have like a typical order.
Yeah. But I don't know if we would. I think we feel relatively safe in the city, don't we?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're in an inn. I don't know that we necessarily.
Yeah, but does it seem like there are thieves in this city that would try and take our
First,
stuff while we're sleeping?
Any city that I'm in, there's a thief in this city.
But is it
That's
a thief that would
fair.
take your stuff?
I don't know.
Is there other thieves in the city?
Does Gambit know?
I don't know. Does Gambit know?
No. You've done no research into this city or into the underworld of this city, if there even is one. You could do some research and try and figure out, but you haven't done anything so far. Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. I don't know. Other than the people trying to recognize Thicket, I don't think he really feels any sense of danger.
Fair enough. Already takes a nice rest. Gambit. How many rooms do y'all get, just for the record? How many rooms do you decide to get? Hello?
You said something.
Did I cut out?
You said something and then you disappeared.
So, how many rooms did y'all get, just for the record?
Probably 2, our normal
2.
amount.
That's pretty
Yeah.
usual.
So
Usually
we'll
get
knock
two.
off 1 gold.
Sure.
Maybe 2.
No, you said one.
I did.
You said one. Don't retcon.
No take
no
backsies.
retconning.
No take
No
backsies.
retconning.
Alright.
If I can't buy
It was-
pie, you can't.
It took forever
change
for him to
that.
give us. It took forever for him to give us money, but then whenever he feels like it, no, you know what? I'll charge more.
Gotta bleed you dry somehow. Nickel and dime. Anyway. 2 separate rooms, each of which have their own 2 sets of beds in them. So there's some for most of you, though 1 or 2 of you might have to sleep on the floor. Is Gambit sleeping on a bed?
Probably not.
Gambit!
Yeah.
You wake up. The room is dark. So there is the strike of a match, or the sound of it. As you look over, as you see the form of Tria sitting on the empty beds, made and untended. Sitting on one of the empty beds and lighting a candle off to the side. As you sit up from the ground.
Does it look like any of the other people are gonna wake up, or is she just talking to me?
You don't see anyone else besides her in the room.
Okay, that's what I figured. You must be bored.
I would say more curious.
Okay.
See,
Care to elaborate?
no. But I do have another job for you.
Tell me the terms and conditions before I agree.
In return for doing what I asked you to, I will tell you which one of the 4 things that were shown to Thicket, if pursued, will lead you to certain doom.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
foreboding.
In return,
What do I do you? What do you get out of it?
without telling your party, try to reconcile with Miss Grace and court her.
What
For
Why
at
is she
least
so set on this?
1 full
do
month.
you care so much?
Like I
It's a
said,
telenovela.
I'm curious about something.
Curious?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think you're curious about how far I'll compromise my morals for my friends. Or how far I will humiliate myself.
Could
Could be.
say, is dating someone compromising morals?
It's a valid theory. Are you going to take the deal?
Can I think about it? I won't
Sure.
tell anybody.
You have 24 hours. Tomorrow night,
24
I'll come
hours.
meet you in a dream much like this one, and
Okay.
you can tell me whether or not you're interested. Oh, but I wouldn't talk to your friends about it. It would spoil the whole thing.
Okay.
Alrighty. See you tomorrow.
Okay, Dorky.
And she blows out
Alright.
the candle. You wake up the next morning as everyone awakes around, we'll say 6-ish in the morning. On Saturday, the 2nd of September, 417 post-schism. It is today very hot, despite it looks like you're getting another heat wave as summer begins to wane.
You.
Wasn't it raining the day before?
Yep, so it's
Yes.
real muggy too.
Ew.
Love the simultaneous reaction there.
Like the cat's having the worst time. But to be fair, Garon's probably like, "This is nice."
I want to play D&D to escape my reality, not relive it.
Fair. Unfortunately, sometimes
that's
it
good.
happens.
When do we get snow in this campaign?
Give it
Yeah, aren't we in
Please.
the aren't we in the north? Come on.
No, you're in the fairly central. I mean, you're in the north of the continent, but it's a more southern continent.
Well, that
Oh,
would
then where I'm from is
no.
cold. Where I'm from is cold. I thought where I was from it was warm and muggy like this. I thought it was
No,
more
where
gentle,
you're
but I
from
guess.
Vales, pretty muggy, warm, very
No, we were
Okay.
in Australia.
tropical. Kind of a. I would characterize Vale as in terms of temperature and feeling, yeah, maybe a mid-north United States.
What
does mid-north mean to you? Because
Yeah, that's a
mid-north to
great
me
question.
means Kansas, which is not warm.
I was thinking like Oklahoma, Kansas, Wyoming kind of deal.
I was thinking like let me pull up a map just to make sure I get this right because I'm bad at geography, so I'll need a reference. Yeah. Wyoming, Southern Oregon, Iowa.
I
Southern
guess that's fair.
Michigan.
It does get pretty muggy in the summer here.
But anyway, the party awakens.
Do we want to have breakfast here or wherever we're headed to next?
Do we need to get to go bags?
I don't know.
Guess how soon are we planning on leaving? And where are we going from here?
Are we going
Take
back
good 2
to
points, girl.
Zane? Or are we...
I think we should
Did
go
we
back.
wa- No, I can't ask that. We can't retcon.
Boo.
I had mentioned at one point to whether we wanted to do dream or scrying. But we've already slept and awoken, so no dreaming.
Would like to. Hey, Thicket, remind me. You can host a conference call, right? In Dream?
I can
Like,
have
I
you
can-
be the person who's casting.
You can.
Dream.
Will you know what is said when I talk?
I could tell the Kowaddle not to tell me if you don't want to.
Okay.
The caster is not necessarily privy
Are
to any
you-
information revealed within the dream.
Okay, cool. I am going to need to talk to somebody. But it has to be private. Do you know who? I guess you have to know who it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. Let me check. Yes, I do have to know.
Okay.
Who are you wanting to contact?
I need to talk to Lady Grace in private.
Are you sure she wants to talk to you?
I don't think so, but I can try.
What do you want to say?
It's private. Business.
I want to roll insight.
For once. If I was the
Hmm.
one saying it, like
No,
it'd be
nothing.
18, 19, or 20, it'd be.
Okay. I hope she doesn't slap you again.
Well, it shouldn't hurt too bad if it's in a dream.
Can you be physically hurt in the dream spell?
Yes. If it's a nightmare, the
Well, that would hurt her. Or maybe both of us. But that's not what I'm trying to do.
well, I'm not sure if she would think of seeing you as a nightmare or not.
Okay.
She might take psychic damage when she wakes up.
Uh-oh. Well,
I'm not sure if it has to be intentional. I mean, it says that you can make yourself appear monstrous and terrifying to her. But if you're you,
I don't want to do
That-
that.
the question is, does she think that's monstrous and terrifying?
I don't know. Maybe she could.
I mean,
Only one
if-
way to find out, I guess. I wonder if she's still asleep.
Are you wanting to do it now?
If she's asleep.
Okay.
Easy's when you are sleeping.
I'm not so sure about this. Now that we're worried she might take psychic damage. You're absolutely
much?
sure that no one else can relay a message for you.
Yes.
Would you maybe want to look like something else?
No, I think it has to be me.
Hmm.
Like, how much psychic damage?
3d6.
Like, permanently?
Just one time.
Okay.
I assume she can eventually heal. Do we know
She-
how much health she has?
Probably
Will
a
she
lot.
survive?
Probably as much as me, if not more.
And
She
she
is
survived
very
the
strong.
onslaught of Gambit.
That's a Marvel joke.
You don't want to give it like a day
Nope.
because we just saw her.
Nope.
He's for X-Man.
What do you guys think of this?
Oh, if you include Duran in the conversation at all, why? I thought you wanted to be rid of her. What is the point?
I just want to ask her a question.
No, man, come on. This is getting ridiculously out of hand.
What
It's almost
question?
like you can't wait to toy with someone. That's not okay.
I'm not toying with her. That's the thing.
Right.
You do know that she slapped you last time.
Yes. Well, she tried to. I think she missed.
She did.
Well, the second time she slapped me. And she threw a tomato at me.
Tomato.
So we're even.
I don't think she'll see it that way.
I certainly wouldn't.
Well, where are we going? Because if we're just going back to Vane, then do we even need to?
Nope. It has to be a dream.
Why?
It has to be somewhere completely private.
I'm sure there are private places in Vane.
No, there are no private places.
I
On this
sincerely
earth, at least. I know for a fact.
don't.
You could go to the ethereal plane.
Okay.
That's private.
I don't have any way to go to the ethereal plane. And I need to talk to Grace there. It would be way easier to get her in the dream dimension.
What time is it right now?
15 a.m.
Dang, we got up early.
We
Could've gotten
could
up later.
We had been for a while getting up early
try.
because of all the shenanigans.
I think we should try. I think it's worth it.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
think she'll
trusting
be-
you.
Okay.
Giving Gambit a side eye.
You cast a spell.
Under duress.
If she is awake, then it tells Gambit. And Gambit can decide if he wants to wait or end the spell.
She appears to be awake. Does not connect. You can wait, meditate up to 8 hours for her to go back to sleep, but
Okay. We'll wait 8 hours.
You're gonna wait 8 hours. Dreaming.
Yes. To cast
Oh boy,
it.
this is gonna be a long
You know
day.
that
Oh,
she is
to cast
away.
it again? Or...
What?
I think it's you can. I thought he was saying we could wait 8 hours and she might be asleep in 8 hours.
If you would like to wait, you can wait up to 8 hours for her to go to sleep, at which point the spell will connect.
Oh, so I can just sit there for
Yeah,
8
wait.
hours.
To wait, yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
If you're
but
gonna
won't
wait.
give us
wait
like
8 hours.
catatonic, right?
Mm,
8 hours is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
see.
But at this point, Gambit's like catatonic.
Let me check. Target's
You
awake when
can
cast
choose to end the spell early,
Messenger knows it,
and we can
end
cast it again
turns.
later.
So you're not necessarily catatonic. You can't take actions or move, but you are aware of your own surroundings.
Okay. That's... Yeah.
You're in limbo.
Limbo.
Do you want to stay in limbo for the duration of the spell?
Um,
Hoping that she maybe goes to sleep sometime before 2 p.m.
no, Gambit will end it and just
He needs
we'll
a
try again.
mid-morning nap.
Okay.
Something tells me
If he had a way to tell y'all just to carry him around, then he would.
Because that wouldn't look suspicious at all.
We've done worse.
Weekend at Bernie's vibes here.
She's not an elf, right?
She's human, I think.
Grace?
Yeah.
No, she's human, I think. Or at least whatever passes for human in this context.
They're humans.
Okay.
However, I assume y'all would recall.
Please tell me.
She is an elf.
So maybe she might not sleep ever.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Elves can choose to sleep or not. So, if she prefers meditation, you can just meditate for 4 hours. They can choose to sleep if she wants to. Unless she just decides she wants to.
We can try again tonight.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to Vane.
Fingers crossed.
Devane!
Okay. Devane. Tree
You
whoosh.
find a nice tree outside of town with no real issues. Mark off another 5 silver for your breakfast.
Who
I don't
do
have
you want
any
us
silver.
to mark off?
One of you mark off 5 silver for breakfast.
I don't
Whichever
have
he
any
decides to pay.
silver.
It's not Gambit. Gambit will not pay.
I will do so.
I would if I had silver,
Alright.
but I don't.
I think I have silver. I do have silver.
I'm sure the dude could make change.
I gave it all to Quinque.
You converted all of your money.
I converted all my money, and then all of the silver pieces that I had left over, I gave it to Quinque.
True. He used all the silver pieces that remained in the spell for you. Now he has no silver and no gold. 15 copper and 960 gold and platinum. But you Narnia teleport your way over, presumably to the park, because that seems to be the main trees that you've been going in and out of. In the central area of Vane.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run some errands. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
Out.
That's incredibly vague. What if something happens?
Nothing will happen.
If something
Okay.
happens, it's on you.
Can I go to the dancing goose?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to sneak into her office or a place where she isn't, but she is often. And put a note that says, "Please take a nap Please. Gambit.
Roll a stealth check.
And how is she going to tell you?
Okay. Hold on. Stealth check.
This is a train wreck.
It'll be
I'm
fun to
trying
watch.
to make fadials
And now,
and survive.
you haven't specified before any attempt to look for where her office or other facility would be. So go ahead and
I'd
make an
like to-
investigation check.
Okay. I'm going to hero point this. Because I really need it to work. Hero point. I don't have a way to keep up with my hero points, so I just use one per session. And that is really good.
Did I not give you a thing on your sheet to keep track of them? Hey, you have a hero point thing.
22. I do?
On your actions tab.
Last I looked at it, it didn't have any
Empty slots
dots
means
on it,
that
though.
they have points. You mark them off as you go. Empty means you have it, and then as you use them, you mark them off.
Then how do you... Oh, so if I just roll it, it'll mark it off.
It should...
Like this?
Theoretically, yes. Although you can also
Okay.
just press the dot and it'll expend or unexpend.
What dot?
You see where it says hero points? You see to the left of it? 3 little boxes.
I see no 3 little boxes.
Well, I'm gonna assume your sheet
That's-
is broken like Maury's often is. I'll press the button. It's fine. You have 2 left.
Thanks.
With your investigation, you are able to sneak in through the back of the building as you find that there is a section of the first floor that you had yet to see before that seemed to be separate from the... You enter pretty much through the kitchen. Back side of the building, there is a door to the side of the kitchen that you managed to sneak into, deftly stepping around. At this time of the day, you would see a halfling woman preparing the breakfasts. It's still probably 7:30 a.m. Probably 7:30. Interesting. There's supposed to be dots to the left of those things. Wild. Love bugs. Anyway, you enter in and you find yourself in an office. Are you looking for anything in particular? There are 2 desks you can see in the office.
Okay,
Larger one and a
is
smaller
there
one.
like... Gambit knows what Grace's handwriting looks like. Does on one of the desks, does he see anything of Grace's handwriting?
Investigation check.
Okay. Uh-oh, it did a hero point.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's
Still,
fine.
still a 24. It's fine. You would see that one of the 2 desks lacks any kind of new writings. Like there's closed books. It's very well organized, well cleaned. Looks to have been relatively recently dusted. There are several different shelves around the room, and you see the smaller desk does have a few different things on it. One is in a fairly nice writing that does not match Grace's. Effectively a ledger, keeping track of the food coming in and out of the location, of sales, the various pieces of, in-kind bookkeeping. You would also find a few different notes, mostly talking about making different deals with people, merchants, general planning. You would find several notes that do match her handwriting. on that desk as well.
Okay. Have I seen her?
You have not seen her since you snuck into the Dancing Goose, no.
Okay. I wonder if she will be here in 8 hours. Well, within 24 hours.
Are you
Did-
talking to someone in particular?
Freya talked to me. What time of night was that? When did the 24 hours start counting down? Was
You
it
weren't
like
exactly
midnight?
sure, but it was sometime deep into the night.
Okay, deep into the night, so I got a little while. I will write a note. I will write a note and put it on the desk. And then, do I know where she sleeps?
You have not become aware of it, no.
I guess she doesn't really have to.
You don't necessarily know where she lives, if she lives somewhere in the inn or elsewhere.
Okay. Alright, I'll just hope that works.
You write a note? What do you write on it?
I say,
What was that? Go ahead.
I want to try to make a deal. You'll get something out of it. Please take a nap, Gambit.
Okay, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Communicating a vague deal through writing with someone who is recently annoyed with you. Or rather, angry with
Makes sense. Oh, too bad I'm reliable.
you. Actually, that's before even reliable. You rolled a 14 and a 19.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You will leave the note.
Cool. I hope she finds it. Where is the rest of the party going? Gambit's gonna find the rest of the party.
Where's the rest of the party
Well,
going?
That's a great question. I didn't really have a plan. John's gonna go to the library.
When in doubt, library.
To the library.
Is that where Goran is going as well?
I mean, we're not in vain, right? Or are we in vain?
You
No,
are
we're
in
in vain
vain.
again.
You've teleported to vain
Okay.
again.
All right, and it's still a while before they're done with the stuff, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
at least a couple of weeks.
All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't want to like annoy Sasha too much. Like he knows that he definitely calls on her.
didn't
A
we have a
bunch.
meeting set up?
We probably did. I don't know.
We made a meeting. Is that like 8 o'clock for 8 o'clock today? Didn't we?
I don't know. I mean, I assume
Am I
assume
crazy?
that she would send a sending
Yes.
if we were late.
We do have a meeting
Okay.
scheduled with Sasha.
With Sasha.
Sharon.
Yeah. Because we talked to her and we're like, oh, we'll be back. And then we're like, well, why don't we just schedule something? So we have something scheduled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some research on magical lamps.
Okay. For the record, y'all came to town like 7:30. But yeah, so you can try and do a little bit of research before time for the meeting.
Is it gonna be all of us or just Garan?
That's up to y'all.
I said I was going to the library. I can.
Garan was the one who wanted to talk to Sasha. I mean, like I like talking to her too, but I really have
Yeah, I've got nothing to
my
add.
own things to say.
I have to be honest. There's been so much shenanigans. As like every time Tria is now involved, like I'm getting like, it's definitely novella. Anyway, so I even forgot what the original plan was. So if I didn't tell you, Micah, I'm just gonna go and be like, so want to have breakfast? Because I
You could
completely
just
forgot
have
what I
tea
wanted.
with her. She would be perfectly happy to have tea.
That's probably what's
Sure.
gonna happen then, because Garand is completely
Ron
derping on
has
it.
some nice tea, and the others can choose to join or not. Doug is going to take a walk.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I need you to cast Dream one more time.
Gambit sneaks into the library. As Thicket, you are making a... I guess you could really get information from any of the three. Arcana, History, or Religion check. Searching about the land. And important lands.
They're all equally terrible.
Who knew cats can't read?
Wow!
Oh, look at that! A cat can read! Anyway.
I'm so smart!
There are a variety of magic lamps. Not all of them do the same things. The most well-known are genie lamps. Which are extremely dangerous. It is well known that a genie stuck in a lamp, or a djinn specifically, actually, I believe in D&D, it's not a djinn who typically shows up in a genie lamp. It is a...
Ifrit.
Ifrit, yes. And Ifrit, who are more fire-based genies. And there is, depending on the disposition of the Ifrit, they might offer a wish or multiple wishes to serve for you in battle within some period, or try to kill you. So those are the most common types, or at least most well-recorded historical and religious lamps. Others can serve as reliquaries or even phylacteries for liches. Though liches are extremely rare, especially since the schism and the slight decline of magic that's been occurring. But you would find that occasionally lamps are used for other things. You find a couple stories of lamps being used as lamps or pipes. You find a story about a pipe that was used as a key, effectively a key to a door within a location that provided treasure. A historical stronghold that these adventurers had created. And a pipe that had been hidden and lost eventually made its way back and was used to open the door. So lamps can be used for a number of purposes. Can be enchanted for, in large parts, whatever the caster needs if there's specific things. There's ever-burning lamps, usually rather than having like infinite oil as a spell, just have an infinite flame as their effect that can be activated and deactivated. So yeah, you would find a handful of different ones. Sometimes they're used to mark paths, sometimes they're used to hide information, sometimes they house genies. You don't find one talk about the specific lamp you have, even with a nat 20. There is no information here about that specific lamp, or at least that you can clearly tell is about that specific lamp.
Lovely.
Gambit sneaks up and pokes Thicket in the side.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I need you to cast Dream again. But let me send a chair first, because I might be there for a while. Please.
I think it sits quietly and stares at Gambit.
Sorry, I was muted.
Ah, we're just over here like, I don't know why she just thinking, like, really thinking about this one.
I said, are we sure it's going to work?
I think so.
Because I can't keep doing, this is my last time for the day, so if this doesn't
Oh.
work...
It's okay. But we need to try.
How about...
Or at least I need to try.
How long does scrying last? How long can you watch someone?
Stalker. Only magic stalker spells. Also known as
That's
divination.
slightly concerning.
I asked the gods about you. I wanted to see what you dreamed about. I just wanted to magically watch you for 10 minutes out of a day. I'm pretty sure it's 10 minutes, but you can make a
Okay.
spell.
Is that how Santa knows you're sleeping?
Santa's a fae.
Did you...
Let that be known. 100%.
Did you do something?
Maybe.
Like,
Yes.
How...
I left a
How
note
sure are
asking her
we
to
that-
sleep. Not sure, but maybe I'm hoping that she'll see the note within 8 hours. But if she's sleeping right now, I could be missing it.
Okay. So, what time is it now?
8:15 a.m.
I'm gonna cast scrying on her.
Okay. What is your spell save DC? You do have first-hand knowledge of the target. I would not say you are overly familiar with her.
Okay, so 0.
0 on knowledge. On connection, do you have a likeness or picture, a possession or garment, or a body part such as a lock of hair, a bit of a nail?
I could
Have a
make
letter?
I could make a
I have a
likeness
letter.
out of ice. You have a letter?
I did.
What?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Here's this letter.
Does that count as a possession?
Yeah.
Okay. So, -4.
Yes, you have a -4
And
on
then
her
my
wisdom.
spell save DC is a 17 wisdom save.
And she nat 1. Or nat 20, rather. Okay, so -4 down to 11. You successfully scry at this point in the morning. You do it morning on a Saturday. You would eat Saturday. Yeah. As you would cast the spell. Are you casting the spell then?
Mhm.
Okay. You cast the spell and you shift through the air as you look into. Do you have a mirror, crystal ball, or something else?
Yes, I have a silver mirror.
You pull up the mirror and her image appears upon it. As you see at this point, She is underneath a tree near the river. She seems to be reading a book at this time.
Okay. I'm gonna watch her for the full 10 minutes.
She makes it several pages through.
What is she reading?
What is she reading?
See. Go 50% that, 30% that, 20%.
Randomize a book.
Randomized book. It falls under the second one. She appears to be reading a book about history. As you look closely, you can make out a few different words. It looks to be a book about history of Vale.
Okay. She's reading by the river?
Yep.
Okay.
It is history in a narrative form as well. To follow
the full
along
10 minutes?
individuals. Full 10 minutes.
Okay. She's reading right now by the river.
Okay.
You're pretty stealthy. Do you wanna watch her? Did Gambit say that he left a note?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you wanna watch her and see if she goes to go read the note?
I could do that, but she's also pretty stealthy too, so I don't know. If I could do it. And that would make the situation worse, I think. If she catches it. But I could watch maybe from far enough away that she wouldn't notice and see if she goes towards my note or write a different note. She'll just find a ton of notes around all around where she normally is. It's like, please take a nap.
If you didn't seem creepy before,
Take a nap.
try again.
Like scar this poor girl from like ever wanting to ever flirt with anyone ever again in any capacity.
What are you doing?
I'm at the point where I'm like, Gambit seems very insistent about this in like unnatural kind of way, but not in like, it seems like this is very important to Gambit, like a hostage type situation.
It's an unhealthy obsession at this point.
So like, as crazy as it is, I think it's like, I'm choosing to trust you.
A bad idea, actually.
Something awful.
He's trying not to. He thinks he's doing the better thing by asking her first. That's what he's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I guess Gambit will go and just very, very distantly keep an idea on her location. Not like follow her, but every step or something. But just like occasionally pass by in very far distance to see if she's moved or not.
Put it in a worse
Every
way.
move
You're
you
going
make,
to
every
stop.
breath you take, I'll be watching.
Watching you.
Gambit
Yeah.
is stopped. Got it.
Yes.
Roll a stealth check.
Did it work? It did.
Yes. You approach
Whoa.
and begin to watch her. What's the rest of the party doing their day?
I mean, I still gotta have my meeting with.
Yeah, did you want to roleplay that or just have tea?
I mean, who knows? Maybe she'll be all like, I have a spell to help you remember. Unless, Mikey, you just don't remember,
I don't
or
remember
if
what
I
your
didn't say it
reason
to you.
for talking to her was.
Okay.
It
I
was
understand.
about. It was about. It was about. What's his face? Oh my word, Tatsui.
Was it about Tatsui or was it about
It
the
was
sheer
about
guy?
Tatsui and the sheer guy. I'm pretty sure. Like, just like getting what she thinks about those people. I think that's what it was.
I feel like I'd have to almost go back and listen to it and see if I can pick up. If I didn't say it, then it would have to be. I'd have to remember like the concept. You know what I mean? Like where my brain was at. Does that make sense, Micah?
Yeah, you're trying to remember what? I don't remember either. If you have any other things you want to talk to her about, you can mention any of those. I guess you would end up going and having tea and.
For some reason, actually, I'm starting to think maybe it was about my uncle, because I think we didn't talk to her about my uncle.
Probably.
I feel like that was actually it. In fact, now that I'm thinking that, as I'm dwelling on that thought, that feels like it. Yeah, I think I was gonna go because she was one of the few people that we didn't like ask directly about like
So what's
her
on
read
your
on
mind,
the.
Ron, as she turns her key?
Sugar, honey, any of that? Happily help you.
2 cubes.
Whatever she's. Yep. So he definitely sort of like a friend. So, all right. In a bit of a pickle. The whole reason I even have been traveling and everything else is because I was on a ship that was capsized to a storm due to Decim's, cyclical rebirth. Decim felt pity or regret or something and rescued me, spared me. I don't know exactly what happened in the storm. But my mother was taking me to my uncle in that whole process, and as part of that, well, I lost her, right? Now, turns out that my uncle is not just like, a bigwig mage in Lahar. He's actually the Lord of Lahar, and I wasn't aware of it until, travel and finding out that we, our last name and, some other things. So I preface all that to say he told me that he had my father, or my father as well, or he's resting in Lahar, or some such shenanigans. But the thing is why would my father not send word that he was alive? Because the reason why my mother and I left was to look for him. And why would my uncle only let me see him if I came to Lahar? And so I've heard some good, I've heard some bad. And so I guess I deeply value your opinion and your thoughts, and I greatly trust you. There's a handful of you lords and ladies that really just, I feel like, are worth their salt, as the farmer might say. So, can you give me a skinny rundown or whatever of, the Lord of Lahar, my uncle? Because if I ever did meet him, I was a child, like a very small child when I did, and so it's hard for me to understand. And I'm not great at reading people. You know, it's like I go with my gut more than I go with like great understanding. It's like it's the reason why I got a real bad read on Tatsui right away, you know, and why I believe he's one of our main targets to try to save the world, if you will. Anyway, I'm sorry for rambling. I know it happens a lot. I know that you're very patient with me, and I thank you. So, yeah, thoughts, please.
Ultimately, what you're trying to do is understand a bit more about who your uncle is. Person?
Yeah, you know, your thoughts, and why might he not have my uncle send me a sending? I mean, sendings are easy. We send sendings to you all the time. You know, you are very gracious and kind to us on that, but I mean, he could at least send one, right? Like, hey, son, I love you. I'm looking forward to your arrival in the heart. We'll find your mum. You know, something. But it's not even like, hey, why didn't you take that trash out that week before I went missing? You know? I mean, at least that'd be something. I mean, don't worry, I did take the trash out, but I'm sure he thought maybe I didn't.
Miss your father. Quite a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was me, him, and Mum. That was it. Like, and we had to put up with constant snide looks and snide comments, and you know, so I got, you know, it kind of got me used to kind of trying to cover up things, just so that you know, people wouldn't try to use things against me. You know, but I don't know why. You know, why would my uncle, who's a powerful lord, not be able to have my own dad send a sending, a message, anything, a letter, you know, a courier, something? Why, you know, why would he not bring or just summon my father when he saw me in vacuo? I don't know. I think my friends have mixed feelings on the whole scenario, but I don't know. Just
Did your father know that you and your mother were coming to meet him? Or rather, that you and
well,
your mother were coming to Nahar?
I mean,
Was he perhaps
I
waiting
don't
for
know
you
for
there?
sure.
Just to give the
I
best
have no
for you.
reason to think that's the case. No, I have no reason to think that's the case. You know, I mean, effectively, he was out hunting, you know, giants and trolls and such, you know, really nasty creatures there in Vale. And the whole purpose is because there was something about how they hungered my mother's magic, it's my uncle's magic, and it would have been my magic, but Decim kind of redirected it. It's a whole thing. Anyway, so yeah, he was out hunting, and then the elven troop, I guess, left him. Now they blamed him. They said that he ran off, but I don't know. He's maybe aggressive when it comes to hunting vicious creatures, but he's not completely foolhardy. It's not how I've known him. I mean, I suppose I could have, you know, maybe had him on a pedestal and although, oh, he's my dad, so he never does anything wrong. And I don't know. I mean, it's your dad, but
Do you worry he's not safe with Gorwin?
I don't know. There was even the thought popped in, thanks to one of my friends that maybe it's a lie. He's not even there at all anyway, and it's just to try to trap me into the heart for some reason.
Why would he want you in
But
the
again,
heart? Why would Gorwin want you in the heart?
so some reports of his character indicate that in a similar way to a strategy tactician type person might look at the battlefield as a chessboard and which pieces to move where, apparently he sees politics and people in a similar fashion. Now, again, that's only you know, one side of things. You know, I've also heard that yeah, he likes the limelight and he likes the prestige, but he's not necessarily bad in that sort of way. So again, I don't know. Do you have an opinion?
He is a shrewd politician. Of that I'm sure. I've had a number of different interactions with Goran over the years, mostly during the Lord's meetings. He's shrewd. He is quite proud of his city, of the lineage of sorcerers he's from, the legacy he's passing on to his son. He seems prideful, I would say. Perhaps overly so. Doesn't seem vindictive to me. Though he does seem the type to go whatever means he needs to in order to protect his own. Do you think he would
Is it-
consider his father, his brother-in-law, to be one of his own? Or an adversary?
I don't know. Like I said, if I ever met the man, it was when I was a small child. I genuinely don't know. My mother didn't say a whole lot. Like I said, I'm not great at reading people. Now, maybe if Thicker was there, he could have been like, oh yeah, I know exactly what's happening. But me, I'm all like, I think maybe my mom's trying to hide something, maybe to make me feel safe or comfortable. I don't know. You know. But you can if you're trying to spare my feelings, it's okay. I mean, you know, I trust you. So if you want to say, you know, absolutely horrible things about the man, go for it. If you, if you want to see great things.
To put it bluntly, I would consider your uncle intelligent, dangerous if he wanted to be. A good lord should be able to be dangerous if they want to be. A bit narcissistic. Very concerned with his people, with his city, with his family. That's the narcissism, very himself-focused. I have not seen or gotten the intention that he is vindictive toward anyone outside of seeing them as a threat. For example, myself, he's never seen as a threat, though we haven't had necessarily any major conversations. He's a sorcerer who doesn't necessarily seek out additional arcane knowledge. He reflects on the power within. I admit I don't, beyond surface readings, I haven't spent a ton of time around the man. He is himself, very full of himself. He just doesn't seem like he's planning a coup against the Queen. Seems to stay in his own lane, his own series of islands that connect to Lahar.
Alright, so I guess a short version, you're not sure.
I'm not terribly familiar, but I don't expect that he would hold your father unless he believes he has a good reason. If he believes he has a good reason to protect his own or his family or a political move, I say good reason, what he would consider to be a valuable reason to lie to you for whatever effort, for whether or not he was disallowing from your father to be able to cast a sending spell or simply didn't have the means. I don't know that he has spell sending in his repertoire. But I would suspect any major decisions regarding you and your family would be based on his ideal of protecting his family. Whether he considers you his family or not, I don't know. But protecting his family and his city and whatever it takes to get there, political or otherwise.
Is there some weird thing where, like, you've got to challenge, people to, like, magic duels or some other shenanigans? Is there something like that? And maybe he's like, oh, I've got to make sure that my son's better than him. So that way, it proves that, like, oh, was that something?
Possible that he sees you as an usurper. It's incredibly common for lordship to trade hands when the new lord kills the old. The same thing happened in, not quite, but happened in Sheer, when you killed the previous lord and installed the new one. What happened in Keenite when Uldrathal killed the previous lord is what happened with Gosen. It's incredibly common for the lordship to
But we
change into
did-
violence if he views you as a threat to his son's birthright. He may be viewing you as a potential danger or rival. I don't know what steps he would take to prepare his son, or perhaps he desires to make some kind of deal that you don't try to take the throne. Whatever else is
I mean,
entailed.
If he's, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just got to deal with it. It's just getting frustrating, you know, man. Ma'am, I have to say, this is absolutely bonkers. Also, we didn't install that fella in Sheer. That bloke's no good, man. I am very
Slippery
convinced
snake.
he is a puppet. I am very convinced he's a puppet of Tatsui. You know,
Quite a theory. Any
completely
particular
convinced.
reason? Is there any particular reason for such a feeling? Or just
Again.
a feeling? Sometimes you have to trust your instinct.
Again, you know, I'm not great at like the whole reading of a situation. It's more like an inner like the whole being's all like, yeah, that's a bad guy. We've got to get him. And I've been pretty right. I can't think of a time when I wasn't at least mostly right, if not totally right, in a very long time.
Specifically about whether people are villainous. Certainly
Something like
made
that,
some
yeah.
incorrect decisions and reason.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I've made other incorrect decisions. I just mean like when I know, like, yeah, that's a bad guy. He needs to be taken down a notch. That's what I mean.
Understandable. Do you intend to take down the new lord? What was his name?
I don't know, Jerky McJerkface.
Jerk
you know-
face, then.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be there with Tatsui and all of Tatsui's minions. Although I have to admit, I'm looking forward to taking out another fella. You know, he's arranged in basically an entire child orphan prison system that just kind of gets my blood a boiling, if you will. I have to admit, I also had really high hopes for that one fiery lass in Coquina, and she super let me down. The more I get to know her, the more frustrating she gets.
Yeah, she is. Has a lot of potential and she chooses not to do anything with it.
Well, anyway, I guess thanks
Sorry,
for.
I don't know much more about your uncle.
It's alright. I mean, you're pretty far removed from each other. I suppose it stands to reason that you wouldn't have as much interaction. I don't know. I just trust your knowledge. You're super smart. You're super awesome.
I
But
appreciate that.
fine. You can't know everything, I guess. It's okay.
And as for reading people, I know that you and your group do certainly enjoy your reading in general. I hear you've spent many hours in my library recently.
Yeah, I mean, mostly I'm just trying to help. I guess Gambit and Thicket are looking for something about Thicket, because I think it's probably gotten to you at least one way or another, but Thicket's got some kind of weird cross-mogination with Grim in some fashion. I don't fully get it.
Yes,
But-
I believe that was me who revealed that.
She was there. She was there.
Again, I feel like it's right on brand for Garan to completely miss the whole thing, but
Fair enough.
it's fine. Yeah, oh yeah, that's try. It's you, yeah. All right, great. So, so you understand, right?
I
Good
do.
deal. And you know, it's like the worst thing I've ever seen him do was something that we hashed out ages ago, and then one time I misunderstood what was happening, and then we got that sorted too. So I don't know, other than reading and, you know, other than that, I don't know. It's whatever. It's fine. And I guess Gambit's trying to go about solving it in his own way.
I can't
I don't-
guarantee it would work, but would you like me to try? Let me see. Do. Would you like me to attempt to scry on your father?
Yeah, give it a shot. If you got the time, thanks.
What does her spell save DC? Okay.
I can, like, give a really good description of him, you know? I mean, like, I looked at him every day for almost 20 years, so.
Does Garand count as likeness?
No. The only modifier she has is the -1 of second-hand knowledge, giving him a boost. As she takes a crystal ball off of one of her shelves and holds it in front of her as it begins to float, she closes her eyes, and after a few moments of the wind in the room shifting and her producing whatever magic this is, as the ball seems to glow a bright white color, before eventually fading after 2 or 3 minutes. Well, you can assume a reason why he hasn't been able to read any kind of scroll of scrying. It would appear that your father seems to have been blinded. He had a cloth over his eyes. Unless he was simply
Like a
trained
blindfold.
like a blindfold.
Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought you meant like someone like gouged his eyes out. I was like, did my uncle rescue him from trolls and giants? Oh, you're saying you're not sure, but he's basically unable to.
He was sitting out
see.
on a open balcony, seemingly sitting in the sun, wearing fairly simple clothes, and food sitting on a small table next to him. He was quiet and alone, and just waiting in the air, whatever else might be there. I'm not sure, I couldn't get any exact details on his feelings in the subject, but he seemed to be sitting and basking in the sunlight. A blindfold over his eyes. I don't know why he would have one. Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't seem restrained
are you able to?
in any manner.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
He didn't seem restrained in any manner.
But then he kept his blindfold on.
Seems so.
Very odd.
I would say so.
Okay. Are you able to teleport us to the heart if we end up wanting to do that?
I have been there. I think I'd be able to.
Okay. Maybe that's something. I don't know. That's very
So,
strange.
I would say more reliably I would send you to a teleportation circle at that location, but yes.
Well, yeah, and then just, hey,
Exactly.
I'm here. You know, and try to play it by ear, I guess? I don't know. Okay. That's very strange. And just Chris asking Micah, like, that's not anything he ever did before, right? He never just sat around with a blindfold on for whatever reason.
Not
Okay.
normal behavior.
Okay, just making sure that somehow, like, this is
He
not
would very
new, like, this is...
occasionally train with one on, seemingly preparing to be able to not be able to see. He would talk about fighting in the darkness, especially being a human and not always having access to a torch.
Yeah, especially
he did
in
not have
somewhere
dark
like the
vision.
Vale.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, outside of occasional training, no.
Not just sitting there enjoying breakfast or whatever.
Nope, not with a blindfold on.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll get back to you shortly today, tomorrow morning sometime. I'll send word, and if you don't mind doing that, I might request that, because
Of course.
that just makes everything all a bit more complicated now. I have to see what they want to do. I just really want to help Thicket if Thicket feels like he needs it, but I think it's more Gambit is worried about it than Thicket is. So, I don't know. Could be
It's
wrong,
not
you know.
uncommon to worry more about our friends than they worry about themselves.
I suppose that's true.
It's been many years.
Well, as
adventuring.
always, a great time. Thank you for giving me much to think about.
It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for your continuing to give work to my students. I believe you've already helped Katrine. Well, I don't charge much for tuition, especially for the well-talented who deserve training, such as Katrine. But he has sought out to use the value that you've given him to make these items to better the life of him and the other students, gifts and things like that. Don't worry, it's not like I keep them in squalor or anything.
No, I mean, like I said, you're awesome. No,
You're
yeah,
very generous with what you've provided him.
well, he's great, and you know, I do like to help people, you know, pursue the things that they like, as long as it's not like, you know, oh, I want to murder the world. I don't really want to help anyone do that. Obviously,
I'd certainly hope not.
that would be absolutely bonkers. No, I'm all like, let's save the world instead. Come on, it's a much better idea. And, you know, usually they're like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then we got to fight, and it's a whole thing. And then, you know, Doug comes in, he's like super awesome. And then, you know, you'll see like they could be like, oh, just something, and then he also summons a bird. And it's great.
It's
like a snake bird.
Have fun saving the world, Garand.
You got it. Thanks for the tea. He like takes the last sip and then bye and runs off. He's gonna go try to find them wherever they ended up going because he's not sure where they went. I think they said the library, but
you would find most of them in library unless any of them went anywhere else besides Gambit, who is now stalking.
Nope.
Gambit, as it gets around to noon or so, she would eventually get up, finishing reading her book for the time being. She would return to the Dancing Goose. Let me check and see if her perception is high enough for your stealth. Guess is no. She does have proficiency, but you rolled quite well. Well, your minimum was quite well. Look at hers, but still. She did roll well, not well enough. As you follow her, she does return back to the inn, speaking to Gerald, as he seems to be coming in as well, having had whatever night and sleep he has. Before it does appear that she goes back to the office.
Oh my word. I would like to run to Thicket and be like, okay, now.
As Gambit bursts back in the library around lunchtime or so, I don't know if Thicket, John, or what are y'all doing? Are y'all doing anything in particular, or just continuing to study and look around for information?
I guess teaching Mason how to speak common.
Gambit slams his hands down on the table as he arrives. Probably. I don't know if you slam your hands down. Gambit arrives. Describe how you arrive.
I think it's now. I think we need to go now.
Okay, what time is it now?
About noon.
Okay. But you know this is the last time I can do this today.
I do. I agree.
Okay. And if she's not asleep right now, do you intend to stay for the whole 8 hours?
Yes. Gambit sits in a chair.
I cast Dream.
Gambit enters into the trance. She is not currently asleep.
Okay. Gambit will wait.
The rest of the party, what are y'all doing? For however long it takes for Gambit to do this.
At some point, then Garand would show up while Thicket's teaching Mason, and just like hanging out with Gambit in a chair. Is John there? He might be muted. I don't know.
John.
Yeah.
He said he was
If
going
we're
to the
doing this
library.
in the library, yeah, John's just reading a history book.
Okay. All right. Well, if you want, we can take a lunch break. But I want to let you know that for some reason, my father appears to be sitting on some sort of balcony or something, enjoying a lunch of a kind, but is also blindfolded and doesn't seem perturbed by it, and that is confusing at best. So, Lady Sasha has offered that she would be willing to teleport us to Lahar if we want to try to figure out what the whole situation is with my uncle and my dad and what's all going on. So, if we want to do that tomorrow, okay, great. Since Doug is still kind of, mulling things over and kind of, edgelording in the corner. Broody McBroods. Anyway, let me know.
That is definitely concerning.
Yeah, it means that he's not incapacitated, but he is in some level of lockdown protection jail. I don't know what to call that. Why would you just randomly sit willingly blindfolded? He's never done anything like that. The closest anything that he did was for training purposes, because being a human, he couldn't see as well as the elves, and a lot of the creatures they would fight would like to do so at night, and so it made sense for him to hone some of his other senses. But this was nothing like that.
Do you want to try scrying on your uncle? I mean, I know you said that you doubt it would work, but while we're trying spells.
I kind of want to, but I kind of want to also surprise him by showing up. Like, not let him know that we are
Gotcha.
aware of something. I don't know the parameters of all that spell work. I know that there are a lot of potentialities when it comes to a lot of those things.
Do you want to talk to Desem or something? I haven't done divination today.
That would be interesting. I was not fully aware that you could do that for me. I had heard you guys had been talking to people, but that didn't really register as anything. Sure. How would we do that?
It would help if we had something that would be appropriate to sacrifice to him.
Oh, well, I don't want to sacrifice the feather.
Do we still have the deep crow feathers?
We might have some.
I mean, the rest is incense, but it doesn't have to be a ton of stuff. It just helps like guide the spell so that we connect with the right person. Do you know Desim's favorite color? We could color a piece of paper.
No, that was not part of our conversation, or the few that we've had. That specific request did not come up. Maybe
we could draw him. Maybe.
Man, that is an interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of. I guess let me get back to you. Um.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Here we are, right? In like basically one of like Magic Central places. Maybe they've got like one of those fun little like, oh, it's bottled lightning, or you know, some other cool little magic arcanum
Yeah.
consumable. You know, let me go ask around. And that's where like Garan just darts off, and he's gonna start asking about like, is there a magic, you know, lightning in a bottle, or like a what's that like? I guess I could do like a chain lightning scroll. That would be expensive. Probably cover more than
It'd be
anything.
very
I don't know.
expensive.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. So yeah, he's basically gonna ask around for something relatively cost effective. That would work
Make an investigation
to the
check.
best of his knowledge.
Roll an investigation check.
Hey, let's go 25.
You would find with for training and stuff for the most part, especially because most wizards either decide they want the spell or have no interest in it and then learn it. There are a couple of mostly available to students still learning spells and foci. You would be able to find essentially in the student equipment scrolls of shocking grasp.
That might work.
46 gold pieces.
Oh, 46.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cost effective.
Can I haggle? Can I try to haggle?
Roll a persuasion check. You manage to persuade them down to the student value of 35 gold pieces.
Yay! All right, paid for, altered in my on my treasure gold money sheet, blah blah blah,
Okay.
and I'll come running back with this thing in my hand, and I've got like the look of like a kid at Christmas. I'm like, hey kid, I think I've got something.
Nice.
It's worth
We should-
35 gold. I don't know if that's too much or not enough. So if I need to go get something else, let me know.
It's like 10 over, but that's fine. If you already
Oh,
bought
he's
it.
worth it. Yeah, he's worth it. It's fine. He can get that extra little bit of like, you know, oh, good sacrifice juice, or however they work, you know, points. I don't know, maybe it's a tally system. Maybe they have like a coin collector of like, oh, I've got this many points of a sacrifice. I don't know.
We'll, I guess, take this outside so that we don't burn the table.
Yeah, you know, with like the idea of it being like, you know, the storm person, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Outside sounds smart.
So, you can ask a question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. And you will receive a truthful reply, but it may not be a sentence. It might be vibes.
Okay. Is there a like word limit on the question or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay, so we're
One
gonna say
question.
While Garan figures out the exact question he'd like to ask. Gambit, are you there?
let me edit that. Let me
Sure.
edit that. I have to type it out to read what I want. Sorry, I'll
Thank
say
you.
this.
Gambit. He finished preparing his. It would get to about 1:45. You would be aware of the library, bored, likely, before your mind would eventually slip out of your body and location, and you find yourself standing on water, standing 20, 30 feet in front of you, looking toward the dock, toward an alleyway. You would see Grace staring off, seemingly looking toward the city from the water.
Okay. I see you got my note.
She turns. I did.
Okay. So. Where I went wrong last time when making a Fey deal was I didn't cue you into what was going on. So here I am trying to learn and correct from my mistakes. So I was wondering if you would like to make a deal. And this is the reason why you needed to sleep. Because I'm pretty sure the Fey lady can't see us here, so we can make a deal. We can pull one over on her. But
Talking about the hag
I
you
want
to
to.
kill?
What?
Are you talking about the hag you all want to kill?
No, this is not the hack. This is the Archon, Tria. She is like really, really obsessed.
Raises an eyebrow.
With the outcome of our relationship for some reason. Don't know why. She wants that. But I'm sure you might be able to understand where I'm coming from. She has information that I need to help thicket and to keep us out of danger. But she is trying for her own twisted, I don't know, entertainment to toy with me. And I'm trying to make it to where I can get the information. That would be really, really helpful in us not dying. She wants me to, and I'm technically not breaking the contract because she told me not to tell anyone in the party. She did not specify that I didn't have to tell you. She wants me to try to court you. Because she's really weird. So, I was wondering if we could make a deal in which we pretend to have a secret relationship in order to satisfy the twisted fancies of this fey creature, Tria the Archon. And I was wondering what you would want in return. How could I make this deal worth it for you?
Roll persuasion.
So that we all... Okay.
This is great.
Huh. Very strange, Gambit. I don't know if I believe you with all the things about the Archon. But it's for Thicket. Do it.
Okay, well, hold on. It needs to be fair, though. What do you want, like, money? Do you want me to find you magical artifacts? What what could I give to make it worth it for you? I'm not just like sacrificially, we're gonna do this for the greater good. Like, it needs to be fair to you.
So that you leave. If I need your help to come protect the town, then you will. Other than that, let me forget about you.
Okay.
To go along with the silly plan. I don't even know if I actually believe you. But if it helps Thicket, it's fair for your party members. Even if I find you to be very difficult at the moment. But I can't think of anything you have that I want. I don't need anything you have.
That's a nice subtle diss. That's a nice diss. Respect.
What do I
Okay,
need to do
if
to keep up this charade of yours?
what did you say?
What do I need to do to keep up this charade of yours?
I guess just follow my lead. You're smart, so I'm sure you can pick up on the subtle. I don't know how long it has to be. But hopefully not very long. I think she wants to, I don't know, humiliate me, I guess. But, I think...
And how do you know
I
she's
hope.
not aware of the dream that we're in?
I don't.
Oh.
I figured it was the best way.
Fair enough.
I figured it was better than I know that she's watching me when we're out in the open. I know that she knows that I'm dreaming, but I don't, and that I'm dreaming with you. But I think it will still be confusing to her if she doesn't know. And she didn't specify that I couldn't talk to you, so technically I'm not breaking the rules. She told me not to talk to my party, and you're not in my party.
Alright. Well, you can leave then.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your nap.
You disappear out of the dream. Make an insight check.
Okay. Oh.
Fortunately,
Oh.
you're reliable. And you can tell that,
Mhm.
yeah, it is very thinly veiled, her annoyance with you and her willingness to deal with it for someone else.
Got it.
In no way is she doing this for you.
Understood.
Thicket, Garand, what question are you asking?
That third one.
What sort of requirements are involved in order to rescue my father? I guess as Thicket would ask, what sort of requirements are involved in order to rescue Garand's father?
Yeah.
Thicket is fatherless.
I mean, it's probably just some random tomcat in the woods, but
Maybe.
Who knows? Or maybe he's
Try
like
asking that
an
question and
immaculate
see what
cat.
happens. Ask that
Maybe
question.
he's the
and see what
man in the
happens.
moon.
Virgin birth cat.
The Immaculate Catception.
Nice.
Mhm.
nice that joke. Solid.
Outside.
It's the version meowy.
Ah, no.
Oh, that one's better. I like that one.
That was good. I like that.
Now I'm gonna be thinking cat puns all night. Meowage. Meowage.
So, divination.
You see hanging from a tree nearby. Seems to materialize from nowhere a cage. An open door. Very nice cage. Gold. An open door. A bird flies into it and sits upon a little swing inside. The door remains open. The bird waits. And then it dissipates.
Interesting.
You would have to describe this to Garand. He does not see it.
Can I just say that I relay it to Garon?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, doesn't answer the blindness, but I will say that if that explanation is true, then he's simply waiting to leave. I guess. I guess there's nothing required other than going.
Seems so. Maybe we could just show up there and be like, come with us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, so I guess in the morning then we'll ask Lady Sasha to transport us down there, and then you'll have to learn a tree when we get there. So this way, if we need to come back for any reason, we can. But yeah, I mean that's a good trip while Doug's going through his feelings.
Wait, I zoned out. What happened to the...
Oh, Gambit, you're back.
We go back inside and see Gambit's awake.
He seems to be picking up a book from the romance section.
The gods... What did Dessum say?
Well, you don't know that we talked to Dessum.
Okay.
Hey, Gambit, how was your dream?
It was good. It was everything that I needed it to be.
Okay, and she's not gonna kill you?
No.
And you don't need to apologize again?
Not right now.
That's...
I'm not planning to do anything, but am not very smart sometimes, so I'm leaving some wiggle room.
Well, Garan had tea with Sasha. Found out his dad is maybe blind.
Uh-oh.
So we talked to Des some. And now we're thinking that maybe we go to Lahar and just pick up Garan's father.
Cool. Where will we take him? Here? In vain?
Good question. Where do you think, Garan?
I mean, it kind of depends, like, what his thoughts are. If we're going to try to find my mom, if we tell him our situation and he says, well, then we'll go into the Nine Hells to rescue her, but she's dead, and so and try to bring her back, or go try to save the world and bring her back, or whatever the situation is. I don't know. I feel like I can't really have too many answers at this point, because
that's going to be a hard thing to say.
Yeah, so I figure since Doug's going through what he's going through, and we want to be mindful of him, that maybe we don't do too many adventurous things without him. And Decim seems to be of the opinion that effectively my father is in a gilded cage and could leave when he wishes. So perhaps not as potentially problematic as was imagined.
What if we get there and your dad doesn't want to leave?
Then I need to find out what's going on, because that's not like my father to just sit. My father would scour the earth for me or for my mom. The fact that he's sitting is another problem. I'm assuming it's because he already has his own thoughts and opinions and whatever, so again, I feel like there's too many variables. As much as I love a good puzzle, it seems like the only clue is that he's waiting for something, and perhaps it's me. So
all right. Well, first thing in the morning then?
yeah, I mean, in case something goes down, I want you to be prepared, and you've been helping do a bunch of stuff today, and I don't want to tax you. You're as valuable, or perhaps more so, than all of us. So we want everybody in the fight, if there is one. Though I seem to not need to be worried about that. So I'm gonna go grab a bite.
Response.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a bite. I can bring food back if anyone else is hungry.
Okay, when are we leaving?
In the morning, because I think it's used like 4 or 5 spells already.
That's right.
Well,
sorry, Thicket. Sorry, Grand.
We don't really know
Anyways.
what we're going to encounter when we get there, and if we need to leave fast, I should have my tree spell, which we used this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. I mean, because I don't know the parameters of your spell, but technically it could be an honest answer from Decim, but Decim could be wrong, right? I mean, isn't that something that could happen?
Maybe.
So, like I said, I'm trying to have tempered expectations. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like my dad. That's awesome, Sam.
You understand, right, that the party is going to gather and spend some time during the day before leaving the next morning to go to Lahar? Is that the plan?
Yeah, Lahar in the morning. And then I guess the courtship of Thicket's brother instead of Eddie's father. I'm old, don't worry about it. Anyway.
Micah, the sending stones that I have to Sasha were 250.
Yeah, I just glanced at it. I had 2 different things I had pulled up. I was like, I wonder how much they were before. It looks like 250. It's like
So
Gambit
which one is it?
potentially, 250. Consistency.
250, because we're not retconning.
Not retconning.
Yeah, no retconning. You've set this precedent. You're gonna have to stick with it.
That's fine.
I was correct
Inflation,
before.
man. It's inflation.
Yeah, there was a new recent tax law put into place in Vacuo.
Wait.
The
No
tariffs.
retconning because no retconning to 2000. That's what we mean.
But as the party, yeah,
Never mind.
I assume you're giving 1 stone to
Yes.
Grace. All right.
Yes, but also I'm going to ask her to go to dinner with me tonight.
Really gotta sell this, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I need
Are
to
you
find out
going to do
which
this
is
in front of
ultra
any party
ultra nature.
members?
What?
Are you going to ask her in front of any party members? How stealthy are you trying to make the asking?
He's not gonna hide it, but he received the information that they're not leaving until tomorrow, so he's like, great, so we can do 1 dinner tonight, and then he's gonna go and buy sending stones, and then go and then ask her to go on a date.
All right. Well, that sounds like a fun thing for us to start on next time.
No!
And thank you for coming and hanging out, YouTube. We appreciate you. Hope you have a great week or 2, and we will see you next time. Adios.